The White House just saying that they are not going to allow for former Ambassador McFaul to be interviewed by President Putin. Senator Cornyn just saying that this resolution, this non-binding resolution, is not going to get a vote rebuking that. What's going on, Senator?
I don't think anybody knows what's going on. We are clearly in a place where Donald Trump is in full protect Donald Trump mode. And whatever he has to say, whatever he has to do, whatever he has to break arms, whatever is necessary, he cares about exactly one thing, and that's protecting Donald Trump. He has now found out that, no, it is not a great deal to offer an American ambassador to be interrogated by the Russians for doing the things that America stands for speaking up in terms to support freedom, to support transparency in government, to support accountability. No, we don't ship our ambassadors back over to Russia to let them interrogate them. Trump has obviously figured that out, but that's just one piece that's melting down around.
Is it treasonous?
Look, that's a legal term.
What do you think it's treasonous?
Here's what I think. I think the job of the United States president is to defend the United States of America, not to defend Russia. And what Donald Trump has done on a huge public stage is suck up to Vladimir Putin while he has kicked dirt in the faces of those who serve the United States, those who are in our intelligence services, those who are in our law enforcement agencies. And that is just fundamentally wrong. And I think the American people are asking for some accountability.
I want to ask you one more question on this before we talk about the CFPB.
Yeah.
But Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell seemingly was going to allow this vote.
Yeah.
Then we hear from the White House that the president is not going to consider that. Do you think Republican leadership, many Republicans spoke out against what the president did in Helsinki. Do you think that they were trying to send some type of signal to the White House about what happened?
They got phones, all of them. They have messaging, right? They have phones if they want to send a message. The real question is, will they do anything? This isn't about, can you carefully craft an email and maybe the White House will see it? Can you carefully do a tweet? Can you do a little something? I want to see some real action. I want to see us increase our sanctions against Russia. I want to see them push the Trump administration to enforce the sanctions that are in place right now. And I want to see us spend some real money and some real energy to protect our electoral systems ahead of the 2018 elections. That's the part that's most deeply disturbing. Here we are with Russian agents who have been indicted for hacking into the American electoral system. Can we just say this another way? For a cyber attack on the United States of America, and an administration that not only is not doing enough to defend and to push back, is basically covering its ears saying, la, 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 I can't hear you. It didn't happen. Because this is an administration focused on only one thing, not the protection of the United States, the protection of Donald Trump personally.
Switching gears, nomination fights, CFPB to nominate Mrs. Krasinger. You had some tough questions for her. You're accusing her of being the architect of that very divisive policy that separated children from immigrants.
Let's be clear. That's part of her policy portfolio, part of her job description. So let me start it this way. I think when people look back at what the Trump administration has done over this last year and a half, this policy of taking away children from their mamas and their daddies stands out as one of the most morally reprehensible things that has been done in the name of the people of the United States of America. This woman, Ms. Krasinger, was the person at OMB who was responsible for overseeing both the Justice Department and the Department of Homeland Security that administered this very program. So Senator Brown and I sent a letter a month ago when she was first nominated, and we saw this in her job description. We said, we want to see the memos, the documents, the emails. We just want to see what happened. And the answer has been no, 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 no. So today, I asked her under oath, reminding her it is a crime to lie to Congress. under oath, I asked her, did you help design or execute any of these policies? She totally dodged. She dodged, she moved, she wiggled, she got in 40 different directions and never gave an answer.
From your perspective, procedurally, do you want her confirmed or do you want Acting Director Mulvaney to stay with the status quo until the midterms?
For me, what this is about is this woman, when we got to the end of the questions, I asked her, I said, do you think, just put all the paperwork aside and your involvement, do you think it was morally wrong for the United States of America to follow a policy of separating children from their mothers? And I pointed out Republicans on the other side, right there in the banking committee, people sitting in the room, had all said, this is morally obnoxious, this is morally reprehensible, we should not be doing this. She couldn't have an opinion on the morality of that. My view is she's disqualified from serving. What happened at the border will be a stain on her that will follow her forever. And if senators vote to give her a big job promotion because of what she did at the border, then it will be a stain on those senators.